One of the biggest problems that our culture has is the men. We just have cowardly men, we have weak men who seem like they're strong, they seem like they're tough, some of them are gruff, it's a mess, and it's a mess because the men, in large part, are responsible.
The goal for New St. Andrews College, as it trains its students, is not to make people who will be able to go out and just get jobs, people who will just be bricks in the wall of our society. The goal for New St. Andrews College is to make students into men and women who will really impact culture.
And that's the reason why we're using the liberal arts curriculum. This is the curriculum that's about shaping leaders of culture.
I think there's actually nothing better that a student can do. Prepare for that which you cannot prepare for. You have to prepare in general in order to be able to handle any situation. In order to do that, you need to study broadly. More so than anything else, a leader needs to be able to communicate in order to lead. And in order to communicate, you must use language. People who speak well, people who write well, rule the world.
I want their faith to not just be something that stands, but something around which culture can be built.
We want students who can think critically about arguments, but also about the culture around them, that can then speak clearly to it, and that also have the ability to influence and shape because of the power of their message. Because that's really what the gospel does. The gospel throws down all the arguments against it. It speaks to the hearts of people, it influences, and it changes.
I want them to see apologetics not just in a historical context, but in their contemporary context as well. So they know what to do when they go out on the streets and talk to actual humans.
If you can think of the flinch of their mind, when you throw a ball at somebody, some people jump back and some people reach forward to catch it. We want to shape graduates who their mind flinches in terms of cultural influence. When they hear an argument that needs to be engaged with, when they see a message that needs to be dealt with, that we want people who jump towards it and go after it, and that's what our curriculum is about. All of our graduates will tell you that was hard. I had to really put a lot of work into it.
Building self-discipline through the workload and through also the level of fascination and curiosity that the staff and faculty have for their subjects.
You turn a lot of pages, you write quite a few papers at NSA, and they don't let you fluff it through. They want it to become part of you, get it in your bones.
All of NSA is about disciplining our lives in all sorts of aspects.
And so one of the things that we want our students to be able to experience is athletic competition. So we've introduced rugby competition. We want to have our students, especially our young men, be in moments where they're having to look somebody in the eye who's opposite them and get ready to get tough with them, get ready to hit them, get ready to be hit, to take a big hit and get back up without complaining.
What I want from the men coming from NSA, now that they've been trained, two things I want from them. I want them to be humble in the sense that they don't care about themselves. They're not thinking about themselves. It's just, their self-interest and all that is not even on the radar. The other thing is I want them to be fearless, not fear anything but the Lord. Then what I want them to do is take that out there, go build a culture, build families, build businesses, build whatever, using that, but laying down their lives, making sure that they are acting just like Jesus in this toughest sense.
We want people who will leave craters in the world of secularism, people who will topple walls in the art world, in theology, everywhere. We want people who are dangerous, students who truly become dangerous to the enemies of our Father.